how I turned this into this. Hey guys, it's Nicole, and we have got a big chore ahead of us. This is our old woodshed that we were actually going to tear down. It's pretty dilapidated. It needs some love and care and attention. We decided to convert it into a chicken coop for our 10 chickens that we got recently. I showed you in one of my recent grocery haul videos. We're very excited about it, but this is gonna be a project. So let's get started. Here's a little close-up for you. There's still some things up in the rafters that need to be cleaned out, but the kids have worked super hard to get all the wood cleaned out of here, and I've pulled as much as I can as far as random pieces of wood and bricks that were stored around it. I just need to weed whack around it, and then we're going to be digging a bit of a ditch so that we can bury some of it in the ground so critters don't get in. The plan is that essentially from this board over will be like a big walk-in coop, and then all the rest of it will be fenced in with chicken wire, and it'll be a nice big run for them. They will also be able to free range in our field, but that's a long time in the making. All right, here's update number 1. I got everything weed whacked down, and then my husband dug out the ditch around it. I'm talking to YouTube, talking to the internet. So the idea is that we're going to side this section all the way to this board. That will be the coop, and then this whole area will be the enclosed run. So, hopes and dreams. Okay. So our chicken coop project has rapidly turned into also a pump house project. So my husband was using the excavator to like line it up because it was situated cattywampus, so we were just like scooting it so that it's lined up with the chicken coop, and he broke off our pressure tank. But we did need to replace it. We have a replacement on hand that we've been meaning to do for years now. And yes, I realize the pump house needs to be sited. But anyways, it's never a simple project. Never ever. Don't ever trick yourself into thinking that. So a trip to the hardware store later. We've got all that stuff. We got buckets. We got pipes. We're doing it. Well, we, as in Aaron's doing it. Oh, you built a floor. Our total from the trip was $336.84. And since I can do absolutely nothing useful when it comes to plumbing, I'm gonna clean out the truck. I'm out here for moral support right now, but we've got lots of old garbage in the truck. Could use a good cleaning, so here we are. What a man. So morning of day 2. My husband was working late until after dark last night on it. We actually had a friend stop by, and they hung out and helped him for a while, which was amazing. Shout out, Nick. Thank you so much. And they also gave us the siding that we are going to use. Let me show you real quick. I have no idea what this is called, but it's some sort of metal siding. The protective coating is still on it. It's a brown, just like a dark brown color. He had this huge pile just sitting in his backyard waiting for somebody to use it. So he's going to come over tomorrow and help my husband side it. So we're going to side it. I think this whole side will have the siding, the exterior over there, and then here and all the way around. This, let's see if I can give you a visual. So this will be the entrance to the run. So this whole area will be the run. Hi, kitty kitty. Come here. Hi, kitty kitty. And then this will be the coop part. This will be the door into the coop. And then Google gave me the genius idea of using buckets as their nesting boxes. Don't know if that's going to be a pass or a fail. We'll see. We're going to try it out. I'm not sure what they're doing here, but they were trying to get them to stay without rolling around. And then here is roosting spots for them. And yeah, we can walk all the way into it, collect eggs, walk out. Yay. And I think we're going to have enough of the metal to be able to side our just eyesore of a building. This has been our pump house, partially finished for several years now. It was not a priority. There was many other things to do. But he put a floor in here. He reconnected the well. We didn't have water for several hours yesterday, so that was fun. But they're going to use that metal siding to side this as well. So this is going to look really, really nice. This is going to be a major upgrade. I'm here for it. Hi. Everybody likes you. Everybody always says I have a pretty kitty. This is Snow, our kitty. She was just from a litter from barn cats of a friend of ours, and yeah, she mostly lives outdoors and she loves it. She's probably gonna love the fact that we have chickens for her to terrorize, because she is a hunter, a major hunter. Here's our situation thus far. So hold on, I want to show him your hammer.
Oh my good God, it's a hammer.
So, never seen anything like this before. Okay, go ahead and hammer it in. I'm amazed. It just sticks it right in for you. You can do it one-handed. Anyways, tools. So, we are burying the chicken wire under the ground. Siding will go on this side over the top, but this is just to keep critters out and chickens in. So that's where we're at right now. All right, it doesn't look like much. This is the end of day 2. I feel like this has been a work in progress. So we've got the chicken wire. Aaron mostly, got the chicken wire. We got the whole top finished. The above where the chicken wire is will be storage for like our spare lumber and stuff that we've got over here. We got piles of spare lumber, so that'll be storage up there. We got it filled in, the ditch. This is the door into the run. So, ta-da. Got a beam above it. Walk in. We're gonna still build another door here. The coop area. So all of this that doesn't have chicken wire all the way up is going to be sided with siding all the way around there and wrapped to the door. And then this will be open air. So, getting there. And we've got kids inspired to build as well. Our driveway is just littered with things. And they built this ladder to climb up on the stump. Isn't that cute? They've got all sorts of inspiration from our building. Not quite tall enough, but that'll help Dad.
What, are you wanting to come up?
I wasn't kidding when I said that could be a little kid's playhouse up there. We might just be turning that into it. That's kind of cool, huh? You're gonna need to build a bigger ladder though.
Well, it'd have to be on that side too.
So here is our day 3 update. I painted the eave of this. We still haven't gotten to siding it, but let me show you the siding that's on that back side here and wrapped around. It looks really, really nice. And it wraps all the way around on this side, and then it encloses the whole coop. They're finishing the inside right now, so it's gonna look really nice when it's all done. All right, let's do the final walkthrough. My kids just finished putting this together for me this morning. Obviously, this front side still needs to be finished. We're gonna hope and dream that is gonna happen soon. This was a many more day project than I anticipated, and it turned out amazing. I'm really, really happy with it. Chickens are probably all gonna run away. Here's the bin here. Let me close them in for a second so they don't run out the door quite yet. Here's the storage bin. So their extra food and wood shavings and things get stored in here. They have this whole open space that they can run around and peck in, and then eventually once they're bigger they can go out into the wilderness that is our property. And then inside, hi girls! This is what the inside looks like. They're all happy and healthy. Now, my thought process when I did pick buckets for roosting is that once they get yucky and gunky inside, my kids can just take them out, dump them out in wherever, and put them back in and add new shavings. So that felt like that made sense. We'll see if that actually works. They're obviously not quite old enough, not to roost, sorry, I said roost. When they nest and lay eggs, whatever that's called. Whatever that is called. Okay. Yes, girls, you can come back out now. And then let me show you the walk around. Now the exterior is not totally and completely finished. Our friend that gave us this wood siding, this metal siding, he said he was going to make some corner pieces because the metal is sharp right here in the corners. But it actually looks really nice. It looks really nice. The kids were climbing up there. Anyways, this is how it looks. We'll see if they come out behind me. They're pretty skittish. And I believe it only cost us, was our first trip to Home Depot. It was definitely less than $500 for this whole thing. And this is like a big coop. So I don't have the exact numbers. I did not keep the receipts. I should have done that. But anyways, thank you so much for coming along and hanging out with us and seeing us create this experiment that is raising chickens. We're doing it, and we'll see how it goes. I got this wild hair now to do meat chickens, to raise meat chickens. If that day comes, I will let you know. I'm not sure if that's gonna happen, but we're doing egg laying chickens. We'll see how that goes. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.